Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Slick Talk Reviews. I'm Chris.
And I'm Rella.
Today we're speaking on Chris D'Elia's half-ass apology. More fire! More fire!
No. Okay, so we're just going to provide a trigger warning right here. This video is in reference to the accusations brought against the actor and comedian Chris D'Elia. Just in case anybody has been affected by sexual assault, we just want to be sensitive to that, so take this moment now to skip ahead or maybe switch to another video for some other content. Thanks.
The emails that have been put out there and what the media has been trying to say, and I know it looks bad, and it doesn't show the full scope of what happened. I stand by the fact that all my relationships have been consensual and legal. And
are they consensual? I don't know.
But did you do it? That's all we want to know. We clearly get the women you have been involved with all have consented and it's all been legal. But we're just asking about these allegations. Did you do it?
Because allegations, they're stating that the people are underage. So that's where my concern is.
Did you do it?
And apparently the indecent exposure was also a fact, a few years ago. Most recently, he's now been, I guess, messaging people online. And he admits to messaging people.
And that's just it. That's the truth.
Is it?
I threw this kind of time away. I've seeked out a lot of kind of, medical advice, therapy, and stuff like that. That doesn't matter here nor there.
Just the way he brushes that off.
Stuff like that.
And stuff like that.
Yeah.
Bro, you have to elaborate. Right now, these are the moments where everyone is listening to everything you say word for word. They're listening to your breaths and how you breathe. They're listening to your tone. All that plays a key part if you're actually telling the truth. We're watching your eyes. We're seeing the eye darts.
I definitely want to see Observe. Take a look at this. Shout out to Observe.
Mannerisms play a lot. I'm not trying to say I'm a therapist or a psychologist and I just know these things, but I've dealt with a lot of bullshit.
He looks like he's lying. It still is alleged, so
allegedly.
I do not want to throw that out there. He does look like he's lying. Y'all will see it.
Yeah, man.
Or there, but what I have come to understand is this was always about sex to me. My life was, sex.
Are you really trying to go the Kevin Spacey route right now?
A sex addiction does not mean you're exposing yourself. That has nothing to do with your sex addiction. And then contacting minors, that's pedophilia. So again, separate from a sex addiction.
Make it make sense. He's really trying to go the Kevin Spacey route. How dare you? By the way, if you guys don't know what the Kevin Spacey route is, Kevin Spacey also had some allegations pop up about him back from 1986 with a 14-year-old child star Broadway actor. Kevin Spacey had the chance to clear his name, but instead it was the moment for him to come out the closet. So he's deflecting, mannerisms, his tone,
Sex.
his eyes. Pay attention to all this.
You're not even referencing anything you're actually being accused of. At least not yet.
Let's see what he has to say.
And I had a problem. And I do have a problem. It's not like you months down the line, you just kind of, everything's better. I need to do work on that. In my early 30s, having sex got a lot easier. I felt like, oh, wow, I don't need to work as hard, I can just do a show and then have sex, or roll into a city and look at my inbox and then just start writing. And I did, man. I wrote, I know you've seen some of the messages online.
He's a creep. I got 50 messages out there too, so I can't assume he's a creep for that. So let me take that part back. And y'all hide or delete my DMs, please. That was me a long time ago. No Eat a Booty Gang over here.
I would get at least 50 messages after a show each city a night, and I would reply to all of them. And I thought in my mind that being straight up with these women was the right thing to do. I'd say, hey, come to my hotel room and let's have sex. Let's make out. Let's let's do this, let's do that.
Directness doesn't mean, somebody can start off the evening completely on board with what you're trying to do. It's a vibe, yep. But I understand what he's saying in the sense of expectations. When it comes down to it, consent can shift throughout the evening, throughout the interaction between two adults. But I'm still stuck on the fact that the allegations are there can be no consent because they're underage. It's statutory rape.
My take more so on this is, prior to being direct with these women, are you verifying their age? There are people out there to get you, whether you know it or not, whether you like it or not. They are out there to get you. You're a come up to anyone and everyone that comes across you. You have to be on your P's and Q's, and when you involve yourself in certain specimens, you have to get an NDA cleared, signed, and
NDA
sealed.
for everything.
For real, to protect you. And verification of age is to protect you. Once you get that age, do what you gotta do. Do what you have to do. Do what is presented to you after consent. But my good sir, and you're 40 years old now? Yeah, you really do need to sit in with a doctor and try to see what's going on in there so you can really practice and hone self-control.
That was what I thought was right. I realized through all of this that doing that is just treating sex like it's casual and being flippant with people. And
it's not a problem to go out here and sleep with who you want to sleep with.
It's your prerogative, bucko.
It's your prerogative. I mean, you have a fiance, so that's between you and her. But again, it's annoying when someone deflects this way.
It sounds like a bunch of malarkey.
Because if I was being accused of something that was essentially along the lines of pedophilia,
I'd try to clear my ASAP.
Before 10 seconds,
I'd get the Febreze out, I'd clear this whole thing out.
Incense, some sage, all of it. It would be like...
You need to get your chakras in line, bucko.
I wouldn't be 4 minutes in.
Your crown is falling off,
talking about,
man.
my
center
sex
yourself.
addiction. 4 minutes in talking about a sex addiction.
See? You don't love yourself. Because if you love yourself, you know yourself.
it makes me feel shameful and it makes me feel bad.
Pay attention to the eyes. The eyes are searching.
It makes me feel shameful.
The eyes are searching. The eyes are searching.
Searching so hard for the emotion.
He's trying to now hone in this character. I'm shocked he hasn't cried yet. I've been expecting tears like 17 seconds in.
I was expecting just, hey guys, I'm not a pedophile and I don't whip my dick out.
You know, people talk a lot about the power dynamic and about, well, why should someone who is a fan of yours have to worry about if you want to sleep with them or not? And I don't know where I fall on that. You know, I sometimes think, especially in my early 30s, I would be like, well, the girl has the power because that's, you know, I want to have sex with them, and if they want to have sex with me, then great.
Do they still have that power?
As a successful actor and comedian, do they still have the power, or do you have the power?
You can't just whip it out. That's taking all the power.
I would just really need to confirm he's not a pedophile.
And you, Mr. Chris, you also need to look at your partner and see if she's really there for you now, because I don't know a lot of people that stick around with those type of allegations.
But what I can say is the familiarity. I would use the familiarity that I had with these women to have sex. I was like, oh, they already used me. They already know me. I didn't have to do the extra work.
They didn't have to do the extra work. Granted, also, you still need to get an NDA and you still need to verify their age. More so, verify their age.
Protect yourself.
Who, I was talking to one of my friends about this and about the power dynamic and about the familiarity and not having to use that. And I said, why is that behavior not okay? Why is it not okay to sleep with somebody if it's consensual and they want to sleep with you? And
he's still deflecting. The allegations against you are you whipping your schlong out more than once. No one cares about your friend's take.
I didn't even want to say the friend's name because the friend was probably like, don't say shit.
Dude, honestly, man, like you're not helping your case at all.
At all. It's very uncomfortable.
You, like the show.
He's searching, just like the show. Isn't that crazy?
And he said, it's okay well, it is okay. It's okay until it's not. And that was when, you know, a lot of it clicked for me. It was something that just became life controlling. I mean, I would think about it all the time. I would go and I would do my show, and you know, like I just said earlier.
We're not teenagers.
No, but it's definitely
Sex cannot control your life. You can't have a fiance and then say sex controls your life.
No, but sex addiction is a real issue. But that's why he's picking this. He probably is a sex addict, but that's probably just a small ass component of the personality.
It was too much, and it became a lifestyle that I didn't know how to stop. I didn't even think I had a problem. I thought that this was how it was. I thought that guys in my position were lucky enough and fortunate enough. And
did you? Because, okay, we've had a lot of scandals. We will take
many.
a step back in history. We have a lot. We have presidents. We have other types of politicians. We have movie stars. All of the above.
You seen Epstein, you seen the Cosbys. Come on, Marco.
Like, even
It's
when you get to,
anyone.
like, you have the consensual scandals, and then you have the nonsense, you have the assault,
And you have a responsibility.
Exactly. And what can you learn from all these stories is that regardless of if the allegations turn out to be true or whether they were false, you need to protect yourself. And if you aren't a predator, you need to keep yourself out of circumstances that would lead people to believe otherwise. There's no reason for you to be engaging in conversation with somebody that could be even on the cusp of youth. There's no reason.
Where's your PR,
There's no reason. You have gray hair sprouting out of your beard and apparently a child. You don't need to be searching for anybody that even looks remotely like they could be underage. You need somebody that can drink, can rent a car, isn't on their parents' insurance, at least above 26, minimum. And I think that's where people, they have this blurred line of like, oh, 18 or 17 is consent and this and this and that. No. Let's get past the age of consent. We also need to think about the realistic aspect of our maturity and how that works in these types of relationships. And then on top of it, he's popular, you know, he has some money, he's known. That creates an uneven dynamic.
It's a perfect example for everyone to know that fame comes at you fast. You got to be able to handle everything that's coming at you because it's coming from all corners. You got to have self-control because things seem like they come a lot easier to you. It's just easier for you to get caught up. Let's be more aware of our actions and our surroundings. And I don't believe you.
it was going out of control. And I never stopped it. I cheated on most of the girls that I've been with. I cheated on my fiance now.
I understand that you cheat on your fiance now, or if you cheated on your fiance now. Wait, are you admitting right now? Are you speaking in past tense, or is this right now? Because that just kind of like the wordplay right there, the trickery, man.
I hope he's not doing anything now.
You may have admitted to your fiance that you cheated, but that was between you two guys. Now you're putting it out here in the world. You're reopening old wounds. So after this video, you're gonna go right back to the crib, and she might not be there.
When you
she
could
might
have
take
just
the dog
come
too.
on here and said you weren't a pedophile. Like, you could have just come on here and said that. You didn't even have to go and dissect any of your shit. We didn't need to know you were a sex addict. We didn't need to know that you were DMing 50 girls a night in every single city. We didn't need to know how many times you've cheated on your current fiance. Because guess what? That's only embarrassing to her. It doesn't affect the rest of us. You could have just come on and said, yo, I'm not a pedophile and I didn't do any of the shit they're accusing me of. Done.
You stuck
But
with
then
them
I'm also
throughout these allegations.
Yeah, I don't know if and we also don't know if it's true.
We are just reviewing the alleged allegations.
Yeah.
Did that make sense?
The alleged allegations?
Yes.
Yeah. The alleged allegations, also all those G's.
Goddamn G's.
My dream girl. This is the girl that I want to be with for the rest of my life. And even that wouldn't stop what I was doing. And I was headed for you know what I was headed for? I was headed for this.
You got that right, Becco.
Hey, did you do it? Did you do it? Or did you not do it? Wait. To be...
I was headed for, you know what I was headed for? I was headed for this. And this needed to happen because I wouldn't have stopped cheating. I wouldn't have stopped.
Or not to be.
Anyways.
So I have a chance here to,
This is your chance to tell everyone you didn't do it. It's your chance.
Can you, we just need to say that, like, this is at 7 minutes and 10 seconds. When are you gonna say you didn't do this shit? Like, when are we going to get from all the way around the bush inside to the root?
We're trying to end this review and go to sleep.
Like,
and like, can you like hurry up
we're
and tell
literally
us?
sitting here like, but did you do it? Or are we really just saying that it's a consent issue or an addiction issue?
He's really pulling the Kevin Spacey route. I tell you, man.
This is what I'm saying, but then you wonder why people think you're dishonest.
I blame the show you. I never liked it in the first place. They try to normalize that stuff.
And it's not normal. We'll have
It's
a
not
whole
normal.
other. We will have a whole
Had
other
guys
segment.
peeking through a tree. Like, I
We'll have a
can't.
whole other segment.
I can't. I digress.
On that.
you know, and I have been doing the work and being somebody who is a role model for my son. And I want to do that, and I can't.
Sad, man.
And right now shouldn't be the time for you to be like, oh, my son.
You shouldn't be. You're listing off your fiance and cheating on her, and now your son.
And also, how old's your son? How long has he been alive? So you didn't think about that the whole other time that he was, huh?
Like, your son is not going to take this apology well. Why? Because he's had plenty of reasons probably prior to this. If he's at a certain age to be aware of this, he would feel some type of way knowing it took for you to turn over a new leaf and for you to reference your son like he's lying.
I hope he's like a kid, though.
Body language, y'all. Read the
And-
body language. It's in the eyes. It's in the tone. It's in the tone.
I can't stress that enough. You know, I can't go back, and I can't fix that part of me, that hole in me. That
Don't tell me this man is tearing up right now. 7 minutes and 33 seconds in.
be filled with that, you know, the loneliness on the road, or the fear that I felt, or the insecurity that I would try to chase and just conquer with this, with sex, and it was out of control. So
He's choking. I told y'all. I don't know if Kevin Spacey tried to cry, but this one right here,
It just feels fake.
There's some devil's
This
work
feels-
right. This man right here is a perfect example of a compulsive liar. He is so sticking to his story.
Just like the show. That's why I'm like, is this... Like, did the person who wrote You, season 3, have a premonition? Was it season 3 or season 2? Whatever. The newest one.
Season 2.
A premonition? Like, how did you even cast this person in that exact... I mean, I might need to watch the season back.
apologize to the people who got caught up in that shit.
Who got caught up in
that
shit?
shit?
Are these adults getting caught up in the shit, or these children? Like, you know what you have a kid, so you know what a kid looks like. You're 40 with gray hair sprouting out of your beard. So regardless if it was Instagram, whatever.
I don't believe this
Oh
man.
my God, I don't believe him, but I also just, you know, you want to give people the benefit of the doubt until there's proof, and I can only work with, proof or a conviction. But right
We're just
now,
working with what you're giving us,
body
man.
language, giving us some crazy
Your
ass
eyes,
energy. It's not consistent. You're lying. If you were telling the truth, the video would not be nearly 10 minutes long. It would have been a 1-minute synopsis of, yo, I did not do this.
I can't speak for the people, but I can speak for the like-minded people like me and say you are guilty.
Boom, boom.
Boom, boom.
Dun, 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 dun. Boom,
You,
boom. Boom.
you are guilty. Dun, dun, dun. See that? See that right there?
That little hand. That's what got me the...
Guilty.
No.
The lies that I would tell my fiance, my friends.
The lies that you're telling now. The lies that you're telling right now. You aren't lying to me. You aren't lying to the people. You're not even lying to your fiance. You're not even lying to the so-called victims. You're lying to yourself. We're all just witnessing it. That's all. We're just witnessing you lying to yourself. That's all.
And I'm sorry. You know, I think that being a comedian, it's funny, the stuff that you tell yourself to make everything okay, you know, like the cheating and the sex every night or whatever.
Don't tell me he's about to give us a joke. Don't tell me he's going to continue to deflect
All the stuff that
from answering the allegations. Instead, he's going to tell us a joke, y'all. It went from sexual addiction to, I'm about to give y'all a joke, y'all. This shit been making me laugh all week, and I think you guys are going to love it too. Let's just hope I'm wrong.
Yeah, well, any guy would do this, which is not true, or whatever it is. And I just, I don't know.
He thought about it.
He just was sitting there.
You saw that, right?
He tried to bring a thought.
No. He didn't even try to bring a thought. He knew, wait, I can't tell a joke right now. It's only going to make my situation worse. You damn right it was. I already just told him that I had a sexual addiction. Now I'm going to hit him with a joke. Oh man, the media's going to have fun with this. The media's going to have fun with this. Or he just had a brain fart and couldn't think of anything.
A little smirk.
He's still searching.
What's a little smirk?
He's still searching for a joke.
Smirk. Wait.
He had one written. Oh wow, we got it. It's not that he's searching. That joke popped in his head. Should I tell him?
Or it could be even a little sinister of like kind of being proud that you're almost getting away with it. We're just trying to, you know, bring the positive out of this unfortunate situation. But we're more so angry and animated because it's a 10-minute video where you expect some sort of accountability. And we never seem to get there.
It was too much, and I made too many excuses, and I can't do it anymore.
For someone who looks like Shaggy, you think he formed the words to say, it wasn't me?
You mean he looks like Shaggy?
I mean, Shaggy, like he has a Shaggy look.
Oh, I thought you mean you
Doesn't actually look like Shaggy with the Jamaican bobsled. No, not that Shaggy. I'm just saying. He has a Shaggy look.
That's why
you would figure someone like that would find a way to form the words to say it wasn't me, so we can get straight to the point.
I was confused.
Says the Shaggy one.
Oh, chicken with the palm tree.
I've been on this path of recovery now for a bunch of months. I'm doing well.
Like anybody fucking ass.
You know.
I'm not gonna lie, he does look well right now. He
looks fucking great because you know what? He's living his life. He doesn't seem fucking. He doesn't think he did anything wrong. He's forcing a goddamn tear because now he's in public. But clearly in his household, he has his fiance still. Who knew? And then you have your kid. I don't know who the mom is of that. If you're just letting the kid, you know, still go over, probably, right? He's fine.
Flames.
You know, it's the hardest. It's the hardest thing ever to have to look at yourself and realize that that's what it is, and that's what you've done, and that's who you are. And so that's that. But thanks for listening.
That's that for his career, yeah.
That's that for this video. Honestly, I'm happy that at least he wasn't, you know, insensitive in the sense of, you know, putting anybody's business out there.
But he was a little too indifferent.
Victim shaming. No, being so indifferent is what irritated me. But I will say I'm happy that it wasn't, you know, there was no victim shaming. There was no like coming after whoever had made these allegations.
But there was no accountability.
But there was zero accountability. So if you are one of those people or that person, you know how many, if you were to see this, I could only imagine how frustrating it would be to be having to deal with this type of character. And I'm sure a bunch of people are going to watch this and be like, oh, okay, awesome. Like, he didn't do it. Like, let's go check out his next special or whatever. But, you know, for me personally, and I think for Chris as well, body language, it just didn't feel authentic. It felt very insincere. The little smirk, that shit looked crazy. And yeah, I don't believe you.
Let's just see what happens with his career. We're not here to shame anyone. We just want to review and give you our takes on it.
Thanks for sticking with us through that grueling video. I know you're just as annoyed as we are. There really was zero resolve, but we look forward to going over the next material with you. Please leave something down in the comments to let us know what you're looking for, what type of content you'd like us to review.
Don't forget to like and subscribe as well too. I go by Chris. This is Rels, and we'll see you guys next time. Slick Talk Review.